And of course, played for the Melbourne Renegades as well. And plays a lot for the Australian Combined Unis. Club he's played for, man and boy.
Just trying to force Edwards here to get risky early on.
Yeah, Melbourne University club side alongside Noah Crows, who's also here, of course. Those opportunities are a little bit shorter these days because of the success of the Netherlands and how much cricket they're playing. Can't remember the last time the Netherlands didn't qualify for an ICC event back in 2019. Because I think the last time they failed to qualify for an ICC event. That was a tournament, of course. The West Indies were a whisker away from losing to Scotland, who would have possibly gone to the World Cup instead of the West Indies. Of course, they did such a brilliant job, the Netherlands, getting through the qualifier last time round, in front of the likes of Zimbabwe and the West Indies to qualify for the last tournament back in 23 in India.
That's quick. Opens up his account, Scott Edwards, and that makes it a single here, but 800 runs across the tournament, across the series of matches in this Cricket World Cup League 2. Of course, one of the top 10 run scorers on 9th position in this competition. So, mine done, 31 for 3. One more over in the power play.
Yeah, the last side in this series to lose 3 in the power play was Nepal. 33 for 3 they were, and they were all out for 157. Plenty of depth, of course, in this Netherlands side. Nepal are thinking a couple more here. What an opportunity that would give them. Locked at 4 apiece, of course. These two sides have played 8 games in all.
Yeah, because Nepal are thinking just one more before the drinks. Keep the pressure on.
Oof.
Getting some movement here, Hammond. And it's that inward movement you were talking about early on.
That's why often the ones that bowl big in swingers just forget completely about the left arm.
A bit of extra bounce pops up. Good running, really good running. Just trying to put a bit more pressure on the fielders. You can sort of like feel the energy that came with those wickets, Johnny. A totally different side Nepal they are this morning.
It's a game of fine margins. Nepal played a good first 50, I would say, in the last game. Needs to start that a fraction wide, isn't he? That's got to be almost a 6-stump line, that delivery. It's just too straight here. Yeah, my criticism of Nepal last time with the ball is I felt they could have gone longer with the seamers at the beginning. But that was offset by the brilliance of the way in which they bowled in the last 10, restricting Namibia, who at that stage probably we were thinking 240, 250. That would have been out of sight.
Finds the gap quite easily. A really good running.
I thought with the bat, actually, Nepal showed quite a bit of intent, but Gerald Erasmus was so good at ringing the changes, bringing Skulls in the power play, and just kind of switching off the tap of runs, and they just got stuck in those middle overs. Gradually, that run rate went from 4.5 to 5 to 5.5 to 6 to 6.5 to 7, and then it was up by 8, up 9. And they never really got an edge to try and get ahead of the game. Almost pulled it off, of course, at the end. Caution jar, 19 off 10 balls. You know, one big blow, one more big blow from them, and all the talk could have been about Nepal and the Great Escape yet again. To be. Finds the gap again.
This time around, it's a boundary.
Oh, that's as good a cricket shot as you're ever going to see. This is effortless. Slow outfield. It's a beautiful.